The night was silent, but my soul was not. It trembled with the sound of fate. With the whisper of something eternal. Something that did not begin tonight. But centuries ago, in the quiet heart of destiny. The moon stood proud above the gulf. Its light resting gently upon the sea. Turning every wave into a silver verse. Every breath into a promise. And there, among roses, silk, and gold, I saw her, glowing brighter than the stars that envied her. Her gaze met mine. And in that single glance, the world dissolved. I was not a prince, not a ruler, not a son of legacy. I was just a man whose heart had finally found its home. She walked toward me, grace in motion. Like the ocean following the pull of the moon. Every step was poetry. Every blink, a prayer answered. And I thought, perhaps Allah paints miracles through the eyes of those we love. The diamond she wore tonight was not a jewel to the world. It was a symbol of eternity's whisper. A reflection of two souls that had searched, wandered, and finally found their way back into each other's orbit. The palace glimmered with celebration. Yet my heart was quiet, still, and full. For I was not looking at the guests, nor the chandeliers that rained golden light. I was lost in the infinity that lived in her smile. A smile that could melt deserts into rivers. I remembered the prayers whispered beneath stars. The poems I wrote to the unseen. The dreams that bloomed in the hush of solitude. And tonight, they all stood before me, wearing a diamond. She reached for my hand. Her touch light as moonlight on still water. And in that moment, every lifetime before this one felt like a prelude to her. I said softly, "The ring you wear is not mine, it is ours. A circle of devotion that even time will fear to break." She smiled, a smile that could awaken dawn itself. And replied, "Then let destiny wear this diamond with pride." The wind carried her words through the night. Across dunes and towers. Across every breath. The desert lay silent, bathed in silver moonlight. Its dunes like gentle waves frozen in time. And there, amidst the quiet majesty, I found her, not as a fleeting shadow, but as a presence written into the very rhythm of my soul. Her eyes held stories older than the sands. Galaxies folded in her gaze. And every glance she gave was a whisper of eternity calling my name. I approached her quietly. For the world around us was loud with celebration. But inside, only silence spoke. A silence that carried the weight of destiny. A silence that hummed with the promise of forever. She turned toward me. And the stars seemed to lean closer to watch. "Do you feel it too?" she asked softly. Her voice like wind brushing against ancient palms. I nodded, for words could not contain the tide of emotion swelling in my chest. "Yes," I whispered, "I feel it. The universe itself is bending toward us tonight." We walked beneath the arches of the palace. Every step a prayer, every breath a vow. The lanterns flickered like sentinels of love. Their glow reflecting off her hair like molten gold. And I knew, no crown, no title, no jewel could ever shine brighter than the light she carried within her. I took her hand in mine. Feeling the warmth, the pulse, the life she offered freely. Her fingers fit perfectly in mine. As if the heavens had carved them long before our time. I whispered, "I cannot promise you a kingdom of riches. But I promise a kingdom of devotion, of unwavering love. Of quiet mornings and endless sunsets by your side." She smiled, a smile that held both mischief and eternity. "Then let us write a story that even the stars will remember," she said. And in that moment, the universe seemed to pause. Every dune, every wave, every falcon above, acknowledging the covenant of our hearts. We spoke of dreams, of prayers, of the lives we had lived. Before we ever knew each other. And in every word, there was recognition. The deep knowing that we were always meant to meet. That